The records don't lie, but your ancestors might. Welcome to the Criminal Genealogist, where true crime and genealogy intersect.
Hello, my criminal genies. This is Michelle Bates, the host of the Criminal Genealogist podcast. And I was trying to think of, for my business, which is my genealogy roots, and just my own personal growth with genealogy research, come up with a project for August. And one of the ideas was to kind of walk through my process when working on a case. And then my brother suggested that I do this in a video series. So I thought that was a great idea and posted it to the YouTube and to my Facebook page and just kind of walk through with you guys where I start and how I navigate. And of course, every case is going to be a little bit different depending on where the location is, the resources that I use, and what information I can find, because there's no guarantee when you're doing genealogy research that you're going to find anything at all. But usually if there's any credence to a family story, there is usually at least something that you can find, especially in newspapers. Obviously, if it was something that was a little minor, low key, you probably, it really just depends on the time period, because there are some time periods where everything was in the newspaper. So-and-so visited so-and-so last week. Who cares? But thank goodness they did, because that's how you can kind of track ancestors and where they were at, who they were visiting, who were these people they were visiting. But it also has things in there as simple as, so-and-so picked up for a DUI or drunkenly disorder behavior, or whatever it may be, whatever the term would be, depending on the time frame and the wording that they would have used. But it could have been a minor infraction that didn't end up going anywhere. They pleaded out, paid a fine of $50 and moved on. But it could be in the paper. And that's probably the only thing that you're going to find proof of in cases like that, because there aren't going to be any prison records. They probably don't have arrest records still for that. They might, but for things like that, you're going to have to go to that level. So if it was at, let me pick a town. Well, let's just say Tulsa, Oklahoma, because that's where I'm at. You would have to go to the city level and see if they still have arrest records back from then. May or may not. It really just depends on the resources of the town, whether they're going to have those or not. So your newspaper clipping is probably going to be the only thing that you find. Now, if there were an actual trial, then you're going to find, hopefully, court records are still in existence. And depending on whether it was at the state, county, state, or federal level, depending on the level of information that you're going to get. Obviously, a federal indictment and charges are going to see a lot more action. And if they went to a federal prison, you're going to be able to find a lot more records than if they went to a state prison. And again, depending on the states and what information that they've still kept. Because I don't know if there's really a requirement to keep records like that for so long. And it really is dependent on the county and the county and the state and how they archive those kind of things. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be bringing you short little clips of what I do when I get started. And so I just wanted to kind of give you an intro into what I'm going to be talking about over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned, and I will talk to you soon.